Good to see you, Cloud.
Alright, hello, Ashborne here. Throat feeling a little better, still on the same day. Today is effectively Wednesday the 26th, the day after I got out of the hospital. I got out on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, so bear with me. Throat's still not quite where it should be. It might take me a day or two to get back up to talking voice, but I have good news. We have big plans this weekend, and it's going to be hella nice. I believe this guy's name is Tarjak. I thought it was Tarjunk for a second, but he's playing Titus. I'm guessing this is Titus Face. Pretty popular archetype among single faction players. It is very strong indeed. If you're playing a single faction and you're looking for something to play, Titus Face is probably the way to go. Other single faction shines would be things like Erica is a single faction shine. Swarmlord's a legendary, but as a single faction shiner. Imitech Control requires so many legends though. Sister's also super legend dependent. Varro probably the best thing. Other face decks, such as what's the orc that has Uj Choppa? I forget his name. I want to say it's not Mazrog. Morgig, maybe? I don't know. Forgive me. Anyway, that orc, the one that has Uj Choppa, is a pretty good face mechanic. If you're playing that or Titus, you'll probably have a pretty good time. AM is also pretty legendary light. You don't need all the legendaries to play those factions. So if you're a new player and wanting to play a top tier deck, maybe not S tier, A plus, A tier, look into those factions. I'm going to slam out the Celestian here, kind of break a little bit of ground. But yeah, if you're wanting to play one of those newer factions and you are looking for cards, short on legends, don't want to buy a premium campaign just yet, want to figure out if you like the game or not, heads up, it's like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering if you've played either of those. Definitely pick like Titus or Swarmlord or Sisters, or if you're very new to the game and want really easy wins, just play Space Wolves. But that's my opinion. What do I know? I'm a nobody. I do have a about 80% win rate currently. We're going to see the status report maybe this weekend, hopefully. Maybe a little bit earlier than this weekend if I'm all lucky. We're going to see my meta snapshot and how that performed and how I did with my list, and I will share my list. If you are looking for any of these lists, whether it be Titus Face, Varro Codex, any of these archetypes are normally defined by the warlord name and then what the archetype is. I play Erica midrange, or Erica control, some people would call it. This is Titus Face is what I'm playing against. There's also Ramatech aggro, which is a face deck, Imitech control, which is a Necron control deck, Varro Codex, which is a curve out Ultramarines deck. Swarmlord is kind of an aggro beatdown deck. Maybe not exactly. I guess there's a little bit more strategy to Swarmlord than that. You know, you've got Dankler mid-range, you've got Ursula aggro, Hector aggro, all these mid-range chaos decks. There's some other factions people like. Space Wolves. Space Wolves are good in any faction. Just play Null and you'll be, or Stormcaller, and you'll be fine. Stormcaller, run your Rolf, run your Hunting Wolves, run your Fenrisian Wolves, run your Hunting Pack, run your stuff like that. You'll be fine. The Fang, whatnot. Just make a deck like that. You'll be great. Hunter's Mark, whatnot, yeah, etc. Logan's also pretty top tier. Maybe not as good as Stormcaller, but very solid. You can find good luck with Asmodai. Asmodai is pretty strong, though a little bit legend dependent. You need like 2 or 3. Tau, not exactly the most well positioned. Eldar, pretty aggro or pretty legendary dependent, I would think. There's a lot of good archetypes, but if you need any of these lists and you would ever like to look, what's a competitive list look like? Literally, go to the Discord. There is a Discord for Warpforge. Just Google Warpforge 40k Discord on Google. It'll come up, or maybe somebody will link it in my comment section, like Zoaxis or Vesk or whoever else the fuck watches my videos. And they'll just be like, hey, this is where you go find this stuff. Any top 50, top 100, top 200, any player with any amount of rank and legend will be glad to help you out and improve as a player. They will give you a list. They will give you kind of a style and a rundown, things you should be looking for, your need to craft legendaries, your first to craft legendary, what you should be saving your wild cards for, what you should be spending your wild cards on. Any of these players will be more than happy. Tag Stelma like 40 times in a row just because Stelma. Vorus, any of these guys, Silverblade, Abysmal Hydra, Vesk, anybody will be more than happy to help you. Silent Nightmare 07, I could go on for ages, man. There's so many players that just know what they're talking about. Galarian, Juggernaut. I mean, I could go on for hours. Or just ask chat, man. Chat would know. Global chat, too, will be more than happy to help you find these top-level meta decks. So, if that's something you're interested in, just ask, what's the best deck in the meta? If anyone says anything besides Space Wolves, they're wrong. First of all, Stormcaller is the best. The second-place decks are probably, like, Vorus, Safa Uprising. That's a Zoaxis thing. Very good player, by the way. Like insanely strong deck. Crazy. Erica mid-range, very strong still. Imatech control. I don't really know who the best Necron player is right now. That's a good question. When I think of Necron players, I mean, like, I have two that come to mind, but I don't think of them as, like, I don't remember seeing them on leaderboard. Maybe Vorus. Vorus is on the leaderboard a lot, and he's a Necron player. So I guess I would think of him. If you're looking for Eldari, tag Ice Wolf. Ice Wolf will follow you in chat and give you a list. He's a good Eldar player. Stryler probably knows what he's talking about too. AM players. Heavy Metal Ralph comes to mind. There's a couple others. Zoaxis has a pretty good list. There's a bunch of players that will help you, but I mean, the community, that's what I love about this game. The community is so welcoming and so nice to players that are wanting to be competitive because we desire a competitive community. We want other players to be just as good as some players are. Not claiming I'm good by any means. By all means, I am garbage. I am the literal trash can. But, yeah, please, just ask anyone. I will help you out to the best of my ability as well. I know there's some guys in our Discord posting on Reddit right now doing breakdowns on Warlords and talking about Warlords specifically. If you're looking for that, maybe you can find that. I mainly just post memes. If you're looking for other YouTubers, I recommend the Ecclesiarch, Silverblade, Aquaman, and to a lesser extent, I don't think he does a lot of Warpforge content anymore. PJ the Brave? He did some in the past. Very competitive in the past. Still a very good player. I believe he does a podcast now, maybe called Forgecast, I want to say. God, I'm so bad at names. But anyway, enough chatter about that. Let's look into this game that has been long and drawn out because it is tight as face. We are struggling to get to 9 faith. I'm going to go ahead and tempo DI. I guess that's not really a tempo DI. I guess I had 8 faith. We're going to get rid of that. Pump up this. Get to 9. And once you get to 9 faith with Erica, you're able to pin Titus down, and Titus sort of becomes the problem. The only problem is that we have this amazing card in play. Or about to come down, rather. We have a... Jesus, a Triumph followed by an Exorcist. So let's see what he plays here. Yeah, that was a really drunk rant. I'm sorry. It's like 5 a.m., 5:40 EST. I've had like half a bottle of Jack, and we're working on some, but this is my life, so, you know, whatever. Pretty good. It's apple flavored, by the way. I do like apple. What is your favorite flavor of whiskey? Maybe not everybody drinks. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. And also very expensive. Yeah, so we're going to drop the Exorcist here. Take the 5 damage to each. Hitting this off. I'm going to guess with the Warlord would be risky. I'm going to do it with the Warlord anyway. Go down to a total of 12 life. And I'm going to shield up. Shield? No. Ranged attack. Okay, we are going to apply pressure. This puts him at 10 to 5 and dead on board if he doesn't clear one of these troops. We also have 3 and 2 in hand. So we have 15 showing, and we have 5 in hand, plus the 2 from the ranged unit, so 7 in hand technically. So 22 visible for us, 15 visible for our opponent. He can assume we have another 3. Oh, excuse me, sorry, it is morning. I haven't yawned in many a vid because Visk bitched at me in global chat, so shoutouts to Visk. He'll be back this weekend. Out comes another troop. Let's see what he decides to do. Does he have an answer for this? Does he have the 5-cost removal? That is a 5-cost card, but is not the one he needed. He is out of energy unless he is going to pop some refills. Does not look like it. Up to 21. Okay. So 21. We have 12 showing. Plus 3. Be 15. Plus 3 again. Be 18. We actually had lethal here if we just used the cherub, but our attack order was completely wrong. So I missed lethal this turn. If I had used cherub, we definitely would have had lethal this turn. I think he's going to be just dead off. Also, though, the board position is so incredibly strong, I don't think he has outs. We are really low. But it does not matter unless he draws like double removal here or something. Not even double removal. He would need like, ugh, the one that deals 2 to all enemies twice, and then he would need a removal spell on top of that. That's rough. He doesn't have enough energy for that, so I guess he's kind of screwed. Yeah, we missed lethal, but you know, player's luck doesn't matter sometimes. Play bad, play drunk, win anyway. He is going to put a ton of damage on us. If he had 2 death from aboves, we might be wrecked. We go down to 4. We're going to get an additional 1 here. Go down to 3. Yeah, 2 death from aboves might have done it. 2 death from aboves and like a point blank shot? Yeah. He would have had it. That would have been crazy too. Wow. We absolutely could have died here, but we were, you see me tapping in frustration. It's like, I play bad. I know. But such is life. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay. As long as you're noticing your mistakes and improving from it, that's what matters. So, don't play like me. I'm bad. Play like good players. Hashtag Stelma. Go tag him, or Vorus, or any of the other regular top 50 guys. Anyway, nice one. We'll tag into next one. Thanks. Okay, last one. I know this one's going to be short, but that's okay. I'm trying to get 2 days ahead. I've got goals this weekend, and Warpforge goals they are. I have a meta report or meta snapshot to release, as well as some other stuff. We're going to take a shot of whiskey in remembrance of me in the hospital. To everybody, pour one out for your homie Jay. I had a incubation period, and it was not fair. I did not like being incubated, or was it incubated? I don't know. I had a tube down my throat. Where the fuck that means. Thank you. I'm just going to put pitch harmonics in for everything I say F word for from now on. Yay, apple whiskey. ROM attack. Less drunk ranting, more game focus. Okay, I got this. I can do this. Prayer obviously comes out first. Some people would have maybe considered shielding and playing the Seraph or the Cherub and shielding the Cherub. You could have done that. However, prayer on 1, if you're going first, will always give you a 2 faith bonus. We're gonna play the Cherub now. We may even shield the Cherub now if we decide to. I'm thinking about this. That or I'm drunk, which is probably the case. Looks like I'm going to attack that unit and then shield my Cherub. Yeah. So ranged attack the unit for the bonus from the cherub. Put it down, and then we're going to shield the cherub. So now he has to wait to hit the cherub twice. We're even going to spend the ping to kill the remnant. Look at that, aren't we smart? He's going to completely ignore that, play this destroyer card that's kind of big. We could have killed this off with cherub, and I thought about it for a second, but then I was like, I'm just going to jam Sacred Rose and clear it with that. To be honest, I should have attacked it twice, but I did not. I did not, and probably made the wrong play. I think this was definitely a misplay on my part. That would be an alarm going off, which I'm changing right now. Alright, so is me not killing that remnant going to pay off? Hell no. Reanimation protocol. Back comes the remnant. We wish we would have killed that. Not every deck runs reanimation protocol, but some decks do, specifically Ramatech, for power plays like this, because if they do not kill your remnants, or you do not finish them off, you will have a bad time. So we're going to use the Seraphim to pick this off. We're going to shield here, and this time we are going to clear it. We are going to play Cherub. I guess I could technically not shield it, right? Yeah. No, I do decide to clear it, but I could have not. The reason why I did is because Cherub only has 2 HP, and if he buffs, he will go to 3 HP, which will kill Cherub anyway, or 3 attack, which will kill Cherub anyway. He does decide to play the Tomb Blades. Gonna get rid of this unit and that unit, which is pretty annoying, but is okay. One of his remnants dies. We're gonna get rid of one of those with a ping. And we are going to play a Rhino, give it the big booty. Everybody knows we like that thick back end. If you don't, you're a liar. So, also, this guy's name, Daddy Raptor, total props, man. I once thought about changing my, I used to play Pokemon Go pretty seriously. I was very competitive in the PvP scene. Top legend player constantly. And I would, maybe, like, not top 100, maybe, like, top 300-ish. But I was a very high legend player frequently, and I would consider changing my name to Daddy J, because there's a guy in my town named Matt Daddy Sloan, and I was like, oh, that's such a dope name. I want to be a daddy too. But anyway, so I did not. My name is Jay Ashborne on every platform I play. If you ever want to look me up on a game, if you think I play it, just Google Jay Ashborne. That is me. You could probably find me on Facebook, whatever, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, whatever crappy games I play, Tacticus. You could find me on anything I ever played. It has been Jay Ashborne. I am Steam Jay Ashborne as well. My Jay Ashborne titles are Jay Ashborne and at Jay Ashborne 2. Those are both my profiles. I have 2. One of them's a Dota Smurf account. The other one's in my main. So I have like 14,000 hours in Dota. Isn't that really sad? 14,000 hours in one game. This Ghost Arc, that's a freaking issue, man. That's chunky, and I don't want to deal with it. We're at the 9 faith requirement. We're going to ping him down. And we are going to, let's see what we do here. I could relics if I wanted to. We're going to shield this up, I guess, because I don't want to trade it. And we're going to pray with this unit as well and draw another one, hopefully drawing like a Triumph. What we're looking for, we do not find a Triumph. Instead, we find another Zephyrum Superium. That's okay. We have one more turn to find a Triumph unless he clears this turn, which he can with his talent, but we're looking for this. Inside joke, this will probably be the next video's meme, me casting Rite of Restoration on myself, because for those of you that do not know, I was dead for probably 10, maybe 15 minutes as of the 18th. and then I spent, I don't know, a week in the hospital, half of which in a coma, the rest of which in re-incubation period. So I was a vegetable. You can call me Carrot J from now on. I also acknowledge J Potato Born because I was a vegetable. So you can name me whatever you'd like to in chat. But yeah, I was dead for a little bit. Vesk asked me what death feels like, and I'm gonna say like a really good, long, needed sleep. However, the point of seeing my family grieve over my near-death experience, not necessarily my best work. So I don't recommend to anyone. Dying is not cool. Please check your mental health and whatnot. Yeah, don't go like, kill yourselves just to get some rest, boys. There's like Ambien and stuff for that. Alright. Scythe Assault. I'm gonna deal some damage out here. Doesn't clear anything, thank God, but we're good. He's gonna pick off one of these. That's fine. We got three more? Yeah, three more. I would really like to draw an Exorcist off the top right now. Exorcist off the top for the win. Not quite. Okay, so what do we got? Is this needed? Yes. We're going to trade with this and break this. Now the ping will destroy it completely. If we want to do that, we are actually going to Cleansing Flames his face, which breaks the shield. Then we're going to attack with Warlord. Ping the hero. Shield up and cast Celestian. So we had an option there to ping him, but we didn't. We chose not to. It doesn't matter. Once you get to, again, this is another face matchup, just like Titus face, another very aggressive matchup. Once you get to 9 Faith as sisters, it is really hard for them to win. They don't like to win after 9 Faith. If you don't get to 9 Faith and they curve out pretty well and you just struggle the entire game, it's going to be a bad time. I feel bad for you. However, if you do get to 9 Faith, wowza, you in the control zone. So it is official. I have to go Google pitch harmonics and go find a nice guitar squeal to censor out my F words, because I know YouTube doesn't like F words, and I don't particularly like to use F words. But well, I'm gonna tell you two things. My mother raised a lot of things. She raised a foul-mouthed sailor, alcoholic, but she didn't raise no bitch. Sorry. Yeah. So I curse. You'll have to get over it. It is what it is. Maybe that's the alcohol speaking. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Jokes all around. By the way, I identify as a threat. My pronouns are try me. Seriously, I live in Kentucky. I have several AR-15s. I like to go to the range. Let's have fun. My brother is a career Marine sniper. Here's a good story about my brother. My brother, the successful member of the family. Another drunk rant. I guess I'm lied. Another drunk rant. My brother, the successful member of the family, PhD from the Marines, spent 12 years in the Marines, quit the Marines Sniper Long Range Division, joined the Army, called the Marines a bunch of pussies, and then went and joined the Army, and now is a staff sergeant, or a lieutenant. He's a lieutenant in the Army, and does his recruiting through there. But man, talk about joining the Marine for 12 years and then calling the Marines a bunch of pussies. What the hell, bro? Nick's a badass. I'm sorry. My brother will never see this and never watch this video, and it's so hilarious, but I think of him as like, do you remember that scene from 300 where Xerxes is like, I'm a generous god? That's kind of how I feel about my brother. It's like he's everything that is successful in life, and it's just like, I am a generous god. Meanwhile, I'm the black sheep playing crappy YouTube videos for like a content of 100 people maybe total, and just giving you my thoughts on sisters. But hey, you know what? It's okay. Turn up for the Emperor, because Big E doesn't need no chaser, and neither do I. So it's okay. Primarchs. By the way, his board, awesome. He's a good board, and this is hard to deal with. We do have the Triumph in play. The Ace trade. He's going to trade with the Crusader. What now? You've got 7 and 5, so that makes 12, minus 2, minus 2. So 8. Not quite enough, unless he attacks with the Warlord and somehow manages to pump the Warlord too. I think if he had talented here, he may have been able to clear the Catherine, but I don't think he did. Nah, he doesn't talent here. He should have, I think. If he talented, he would have been able to clear the Triumph, maybe. Huh. Yeah, I think he makes this attack and then wraps it up, right? Obviously a little delayed and upset that he didn't kill the Triumph. He definitely should have spent his melee attack on that. It happens. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Best of luck next time. See you tomorrow.
Men only want one thing, and it's not money, it's not power, it's not love.